If you have Venmo, be on the lookout for this new scam.
Excuse me, someone accidentally sent me money through Venmo and they want me to send it back. Is that legit?
No, that's not legit. That's a scam. Here's how it works.
What it look like, TV?
I am back! What it do, baby?
YouTube's own Varnell Hill.
Did ya miss me?
Your very own spokesman for the Insidians. We're inside and we're comfortable.
They're so comfortable.
And I'm back with another one, y'all. And this one right here is more of a PSA for all the viewers in the community out there, because we do all this talking about scammers, so we got to make sure that we're protected against them. And this new Venmo scam is a sneaky one. So pay attention to the way the officer breaks it down to make sure that you're never caught up in this situation, either on Venmo, Cash App, because I'm applying this to all these apps like this. So pay attention to what the officer has to say.
Excuse me, someone accidentally sent me money through Venmo and they want me to send it back. Is that legit?
No, that's not legit. That's a scam. Here's how it works. The scammer sends you money, apologizes, and asks you to send it back. That money they sent you is from a stolen credit card, and they'll give you some lame sob story about how it was an accident, hoping that you'll send the money back quickly.
It was a simple mistake, and I'm really sorry.
If you send them money, it'll come out of your bank account. And once that stolen credit card that they used is reported stolen, that accidental payment, well, it won't be there anymore, and you'll be out of luck. So if anyone you don't know sends you money, it's best just to ignore it.
So there it is. If you get any deposits on Venmo from someone that you do not know, or on any of these apps, if anybody sends you any of the money and asks you to send it right back to them, especially if it's a different address in which it was sent from, don't mess with it, don't fool with it, don't deal with it at all.
Just say no.
And for real, you need to lock these apps whenever possible, and you don't need to keep any money in these apps. If you're using these apps, you need to just put money on them, transfer the money or whatever, and then leave them alone. But this next scam is very diabolical. The story that this lady describes, this is the future of scamming, the way scamming is going. And I'm gonna tell you a tactic that I've been using for years when she's finished, and I'm pretty much think that everybody's gonna have to start adopting this tactic, because these scammers are getting very good.
Credit card scammers are now spoofing numbers. They are spoofing numbers, calling you, pretending to be the bank, and the number that calls you literally looks like it's the number from the bank.
Caller ID spoofing is when scammers mask phone numbers in your caller ID so an incoming call looks like a familiar number. Spoofers often use your area code, so a call may seem like it's actually coming from a local company or even a government agency. They can even get you at hello.
Hello?
Even if no one's on the line, sometimes scammers use spoof robocalls to see if your line is live so that they can target you later. You may be even prompted to push a button on your phone to hear an important message. Don't do it.
Don't you do it!
It may result in fraudulent activity. You may hear a recording or a live person or a combination of both, followed by a scam script designed to confuse you. The caller may already know a lot about you and may use that to try to fool you into giving them even more personal information.
This Friday, past Friday, I got a call and they're telling me that there was a charge on my card that looks suspicious on my credit card. And did I make a purchase around 5 minutes ago of $2,000? And I'm like, nope, I haven't made any purchase. So they're like, okay, we can help you. We can help block that transaction or cancel it.
Now, real quick, not to interrupt her, I just can't let her run on forever because it is copyright rules and we're just not stealing her content. But anyway, if you notice what she said, they're going to call you like it was a major purchase or a major amount charged to your card. That way they can stoke that panic in you, because they figure if they get you panicked, then you're going to just be trying to get the situation fixed and you're going to give all your information up. So remember that, especially if you get a phone call with a large dollar amount, be wary. But I got a tip for you at the end to circumvent all this stuff. But we're going to let her continue.
And they had my name they had the first portion of my address, because when I think about it now, I'm just like, they didn't really like call out my entire address, but they knew the first portion of my address, like my street, the street that I was on, and number, house number. And they also had the first 6 digits of my card and were trying to get me to confirm the last, like the rest of the numbers, which was like, that is weird. I've never spoken to the bank and they needed me to give them my full credit card number. So it's like, why do you need the full credit card number? They're like, oh no, we just need to confirm that this is the card so we don't cancel the wrong card. I'm like, just, you can cancel the card. If it's the wrong one, then we can fix it afterwards.
Quick side note, you know nobody from the bank is ever going to ask you for your full credit card number, right?
The answer is never. Do you hear me? Never, ever.
They're going to ask you for them last 4 digits. If anybody ever asks you for your full credit card number over the phone, you better not give it to them.
And then they ended up trying to threaten that they're going to cancel and block every single one of my accounts.
Cancel it!
Because I was trying to say, this sounds like a scam. It sounds like a scam and I want to call the bank myself. So they were like, look at the number that we called you and check the back of your card, and that number is the same. And it was the same. But I do know that fraudsters these days, it's actually been like this for a bit of a while, but I think it's just getting more and more that there's a lot of them who are doing this, where they spoof numbers and the number that calls you looks like it's coming from the institution that you would be expecting to be dealing with if you were faced with something like this. So if you do get a number and it looks like it's the bank that's calling you, just know that that number might be spoofed. Rather drop the call and call the bank yourself. Even with emails can be spoofed. So you could see an email and it looks like it's coming from your bank, but it's actually not your bank. Like the domain looks exactly like it should, but it's actually not. So just be careful if you are receiving any calls or somebody who's looking to ask for your information. Do not give any information that the bank would not ask you for, and the bank will never ask you for your full credit card number. Like, that is somebody who's trying to use your card. So
with that being said, and with you hearing that story, the only way to circumvent fraud from here on out for all of us is any communication, I will call you right back.
We will call you back.
You call the bank back through your number. Don't trust emails. Call into the bank or go in physically to the bank. On a phone call, I will call you back. I will call the 1-800 number that I got in the packet when I got my account, and I will call that number and I will handle things if I have to handle things over the phone. If someone calls you, if someone reaches out and contacts you, you never respond through that avenue. You call from a different line, so forth and so on. That's the best advice for the future to get around these fraudsters. Because let's recap her situation. She got a phone call. They tried to spook her and scare her with it's been a large amount charged to your card. Then because they thought they had her on the hook with that, then they tried to get all her information from the card. And then they started talking about they was going to close accounts if they didn't get the information they want. They was trying to threaten her because they know most people's bank accounts is their life support. So closing down somebody's bank account, is probably going to force them to comply. But your bank should never be forcing and threatening to do anything. So that should be a red flag for you. You know what I mean? The number looked the same. Emails can be spoofed. So like I said, the only thing that you can really do is hang up, call the number that you have, and if they are in the office, you can be rerouted to them or someone new can take over. And I'm pretty sure if they were an official person, then your account was noted. But if someone reaches out to you to avoid being scammed in anything, in Cash App, Venmo, Zelle, through your phone, through your email, through anything, when you reach back through a number that you have to communicate with them by. Remember that. Now y'all tell me how y'all feel about this one in the comments section.
Can I interest you in a sarcastic comment?
Let me know if y'all been hit with any of these scams, because they're going around. And stay safe out there, y'all. I'm telling you, it's getting crazy out there. It's the Wild Wild West.
Wild Wild West.
You done made it to this point in the video. You are my MVP.
It was a stone groove, my man.
I'm out of here.